This is a follow-up for my story yesterday. California marijuana delivery drivers authorize a 420 strike, you guys. That's right. More than 500 marijuana delivery workers in California could observe 420 by going on strike. Drivers and the depot workers employed at Ease Technology and the company Plant-Based subsidiary Stacks have voted to authorize a strike as a contract negotiation stall, according to the United Food and Commercial Workers Labor Union. According to a UFCW news release, points of dispute include, Rico, are you ready for this? The rate at which Ease and Stacks reimburse drivers' mileage, currently at 45 cents per mile.
What'd I tell you?
All right, well, we knew that, and I told you there was more, and there is more, so there's two more things. An increase in the driver's hourly wages, and a minimum number of guaranteed weekly hours. So they want minimums. Workers at locals.
I brought up the hourly one too.
Okay. Well, we didn't know if that was an issue. I knew that I was saying that that's not the crux. They're not just arguing over these cents is all. That's all good. But workers of locals number 5, 135, 324, and 770 rejected the company's last, best, and final contract proposal on March 19th, the union said in the release. Those 4 UFCW chapters are based in Hayward, San Diego, Buena Park, Los Angeles, respectively. And Ease, the CEO, Corey Azzolino, noted in an emailed statement to MJ Biz Daily that drivers are paid, in quotes, fair wages, averaging over $25 per hour, plus tips, plus benefits, and that current contract offer includes an 88% increase in base wages. Ease has not earned a profit in its history, so this is not the case of old industry hoarding profits, and Anzolino told MJ Biz Daily, and in an additional quote, "We have and will continue to bargain in good faith and respect our employees' rights to unionize. Workers would strike unless the company changes its offer though it's still not clear when the strike would begin or how long it would last. If there is a strike, San Francisco-based Ease is prepared to maintain operations," as Alino said. The UFCW also filed 2 National Labor Relations Board complaints against the company, according to public records, and their precedent for an effective labor stoppage timed with 420 and the cannabis industry's official holiday, and generally one of the busiest times of the year for marijuana retailers. Employees at Green Thumb Industries adult use stores in Chicago area began a nearly 2-week strike on April 19th of 2023, the longest work stoppage in U.S. marijuana history to date, and the workers represented by the International Brotherhood of Teamsters ended up getting a nearly 50% wage increase. Meanwhile, Ease drivers in Sacramento recently voted unanimously to join the Teamsters Local 150. According to the union, Ease of Sacramento is the 3rd California marijuana delivery company to sign on with the Teamsters following Cannabis and Amuse. Well. There's the follow-up from yesterday's story, Rico. What do you think about this, bro?
Now that Mercury is in retrograde, that's why we're seeing all this crazy weather all over the place. And for some reason, when I wanted to cover this story yesterday about these unions, my mic wasn't working, my camera wasn't working, so Jason can cover it from a right-wing perspective.
Blame it on Biden, bro. Blame it on Biden.
Try to suppress the message, but now we're back on it, man. It was inevitable, and they better rectify the situation pretty quick, because this could be catastrophic if Ease goes into 420 without.
Hold on a second. So traditionally, unions' powers when workers strike have been basically the fact that they would stand outside of the business and protest, and anyone would get publicly shamed that was like a scab and cross the picket line to go work, that was filling in, doing the work of the business while the workers were on strike, right? Well, how do you do that in this new day and age with an online company, Rico?
How do you do what?
How would the unions be that effective? Like, because my thought is like, just like the CEO said, he said they're still going to continue business operations as usual, regardless of the strike or not. So that just means they're going to hire new employees. And ultimately, then they're going to be less incentivized to be able to ever come to a negotiation with them.
Did it say what their hourly wage is right now?
At $25 an hour.
All right, so $25 an hour.
Hold on.
If they're not going to be reimbursing, they're making people use their own vehicles, and they ain't going to be reimbursing them.
Paid fair wages, averaging over $25 per hour plus tips, plus benefits. They get benefits, bro. Benefits is a lot, and that current contract offer includes an 88% increase in their base wages. Rico, that's what he's saying.
This is Ease. And this is their CEO that's saying that.
Correct.
What is the rebuttal? What is the rebuttal from the union?
The rebuttal from the unions is they voted to go on strike. They said, nope, your 88% increase is not good enough for us.
No, what are the terms? What are the terms they put up?
What do you mean? They didn't. This article doesn't.
You're talking about one side of the argument. You're talking about the CEO side of the argument. What are the terms that they proposed?
It doesn't list all of the terms in the article, Rico.
Of course it doesn't.
But it says an 88% increase.
The CEO or whatever that gave this interview, where we're only hearing one side of the argument, so I can't speak on it until we have both sides of the argument.
Oh
right?
Boy, I mean,
it doesn't make sense for me to speak on it until we hear both sides. All you're hearing is what the CEO is saying. You're not hearing what the other side.
Yeah,
is
but
saying.
we heard the union side yesterday.
Not completely.
Yeah, we did.
They said yesterday. They said that they are striking because
and now they voted. And now they've officially.
They did not give. They did not give the exact. They didn't give the specifics.
They've officially voted.
So what I look like on here, like yelling like a talking head about something when we don't have all the facts.
I don't know. Well, they've officially voted. They're going to go on strike on 4/19.
Yeah, they voted to go on strike, but this article from MJ Biz Daily did not give all of the details from both sides. Well, so I'm not going to take a stance on it until I hear both sides. If it's fair, it's fair. If it ain't, it ain't.
You're not answering my question, though.
I'm not going to answer your question because your question's flawed.
My question is not flawed. It's a serious question. If a union's power was by shaming people when they were across the picket line back in the day in the business, how do you do that to a digital? How do you do that to a digital business right now? How do you do that to a digital business?
Looking at the media's power, and they're giving one side of this argument, and they're trying to get you to side with the CEO, and we're not seeing the other side of the argument. So I'm not going to answer that. Next.
You have any thoughts on this, Dr. Mark or Elise?
I hope they actually strike. I kind of want to see what happens if Ease has no drivers on 4/19, 4/20. Shout out to the small mom and pop delivery operators that are plentiful in this state. Yeah, so
I ride with
there's other places to get weed.
Jason supports the man. Jason supports the ones that are just trying to get more dollars and go against the people. I'm all about being for the people. And until we hear what the people's argument is, I'm not going to comment on it, Jason. I'm going to say I'm with the people.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You can cop out, not answer if you don't want to. It's okay. I still don't see how it's going to be that effective. They're just going to have new people. You're not going to know even who these people are. The people are still going to be ordering weed. They're not even going to know this is going on.
I'm waiting for drone delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if consumers don't know that Ease drivers are striking,
that's what I'm saying.
Just trying to order, they still can order.
Exactly.
It's kind of a law.
Exactly.
Battle.
It's a total. That's my point. It's a total loss. It's a total loss. It doesn't. Just saying.
They can be replaced by drones.
Not yet. Not yet. That's against the California law currently.
Get replaced.
Self-driving cars.
Yeah, self-driving cars or some kind of self-driving thing, right?
That's against the California code to allow that right now.
It seems like
there'd have to be a law change
in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ease said from the jump they're not a cannabis company; they are a tech company.
They are a technology company. So, you're right. You're right. They're not a cannabis company.
Yeah, so that's the direction that they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Let the market figure it out.
I'll tell you what.
And I hope the people side with their own local delivery over using a tech giant that's going to be pushing. That's not going to be paying their people properly.
I will tell you this much. Rico, with Ease, is that if they're complaining about this, that they may possibly be the cheapest big tech company.
If they
well, they said they never turned a profit in their
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They could be the cheapest big tech company. You know what I mean? Like all these other big tech companies got big runways of burn rate. Doesn't sound like Ease is easing up on that burn rate.
Where we had the debate yesterday, Elise, was he said they never turned a profit in history. However, California business was profitable. And this is why I stand by my argument. If you claim your company is profitable in California, pay your workers what they are worth. That's it. If you claim to be profitable here, why are you punishing them for your ill business tactics elsewhere where you're not profitable? But you're bragging on a podcast months ago that you are profitable in California. California workers are striking, and that's why. I stand with the people, Jason. This is why for large companies like this, I'm not for unions in every situation, but for large companies like this where people can get taken advantage of, like, I'm 100% behind them.